Now everything belonged to them here, you know, and still does. You think they're gone? You think they're just gone? Don't be daft. Of course they're not. Everything here belonged to them and still does. When they don't talk about them in the media doesn't mean they're gone. Don't be daft, you know. And those who sort of think that the jaywalkers are the ones, you know, then where did the transition happen? From these in power to the jaywalkers, like, eh? Where did that happen? Well, it never did happen. This pharaoh is still in power. Don't be daft, yeah? Use your brains. And there are no castles from before the year 1000. These are the first stonesies, the first stone builders. Europeans are tribes like Indians, living in dirt huts like in Africa, walking around with a bow and arrow like the Indians. Until our masters came, eh? They taught us everything. Because they liked our women, who made an alliance with them, most of them. You know, women like the system. This is the system. There are no castles from before the year 1000. Maybe one or two. They built like in stone, like in Egypt. Karnak, obelisks, pyramids. This is Pharaoh, mate. And of course there's a lot of fleur-de-lis and a sword on the coat of arms. And as I told you, well, she didn't, you know, she was not sent by God or something, because her first general, he was the first serial killer in France. His name was Giureh, the first serial killer that was documented in France, and who sodomized and tortured about 200 boys, young boys, to death. And this is what I wanted to show you. This here is from the 7th century. So it's from the year 600. So, and as I already told you before, the first stone builders before the castles were the monasteries. So this was a monastery. There's a lot of which is already, you know, it's not here anymore. So imagine this is like 1,400 years old, from the year 600, and so here you can see that before they came with armies and building the castles, they came with religion, and to turn our heads like upside down. So we believe this idea that, you know, some power in the sky is going to defend us, and, you know, don't defend yourself and be obedient and all this, you know. There I see an obelisk. So they came first to attack our minds, and then they came with armies and built the castles and to attack us physically. It's very smart, you know. So here it is. So it's not the 7th century, it's the 8th century, 728. Well, that's old enough, you know. Amazing. This is what it looked like before, but it's, you know, it's this, the whole part is gone, you know, it's fell apart. It's Benedictine. L'Abbé Princière, it means the prince's abbey, the abbey of the princes. Well, it says, it doesn't say in English, only here in German and here in French. So it's amazing. This is like Egypt, you know, these two towers of something in you know, the construction in Egypt. So this is from 1878, and there is the concept of 3 and 4. There you go. So here it says they need money. It was founded, here it says, fondé, it means founded, it's almost the same word, in 728. And they said it was the most powerful abbey here. And this here, it's of course inside there's a square and the whole thing is in a red square. So the concept of 4, and then there's a lot of triangles for the concept of 3. So it says square and compass. Well, of course it does. You know, it's the organization around it. I don't know why it's like crying here, you know, like tears. 3 tears here, 3 tears, and again 3 tears. Here's some statues here, but I'm not sure if they're old. I'm not sure. They don't look old somehow. It's interesting anyway. What is this thing again? Karnak, I think, you know, where the Egypt. Oh yes, so they are old. It's the same sort of, it's the same style. And this is like in the Freemason Lodge in Colmar, remember? A bit Arabic like. So apparently this is the guy who founded the, well, it looks more like a church, but it looked, or the abbey, it looks more like a cathedral. Right? His name is Permin in 727. He says, "This is my cathedral," putting his finger on it. So here's the entrance. Of course we're going to have a look at the coat of arms. And the coat of arms, it seems to be like a dog. Which probably means, you know, they see us as dogs. You know, it has a chain around his neck. You know, for our masters, we're just dogs. Right? Why else would they put a dog on it? You know. And so here you see that again. This is the coat of arms of the little village. It's a dog with a big chain around his neck. You know, we're just dogs to them, eh? Black dogs. It's black and white. They don't do anything without a reason. So the whole thing is in the middle of a forest. You know, it's everywhere. Forest. Oh, this is probably the garden of the abbey. A little pond. Nice little current. You know, there's surely a reason that he has his 2 fingers on it here, which is kind of a weird position, you know. And here, oh, there it is, Templar's cross. And another Templar's cross, like the Pope is having. And Templar's cross. And So there is something, well, only because this is, you know, before the era of the Templars actually. But the idea of making a horizontal rule already existed in this time. So here, in fact, where you see the two pillars, look, there's a, oh no, I thought it was a Templars cross, but it isn't. It's the sort of a vesica piscis. Well, it's a circle for the compass, and there's these four things for the concept of four. Là, tu veux voir? Regarde. C'est pas une croix de Templier, mais ça, comme ça. Dragons. Huh. Anyway, it's old. So this is a cross of the Hospitallers, the same as the Swiss. A white cross on a red underground, because the Swiss and the Hospitallers, they took over all the belongings and all the money and the wealth and the Templars treasure of the Knights Templars. And the dogs here, it's called Lévrier. It's a typical aristocratic dog. Yeah. So this is a wine, a very good one, 14.5%. That's an excellent wine. It's from Bordeaux, and it says here Les Confréries, which means the brotherhoods in plural. Frère, it means brother. Confrère, so it means with the brothers. And here, the other side, it's a, oh yeah, look, this is the same thing as you see at the logo of the British Parliament, remember? It's funny, you know. That's the gate, you know, here, and in the middle they put the barcode, you know, that's the new gate. Like if you go in, it's, you know, it's like total control in the middle. I think that's quite nice. It's a good find, eh? Yeah. Les Confréries from Bordeaux. Here it says Bordeaux. A lot of red for the aristocracy, eh? I don't know what it says here. Oh, this is Isis. This is called La Marianne. They took this symbol after the symbol of the revolution. Of course. On all documents, they all put that Marianne. Marianne. Yeah. And of course there's a crown with the concept of 3 this time, which is them, our masters. You know, as it is a typical Swiss cross. Here below it says AG20. And AG, it's very Swiss, it means Aktiengesellschaft. It would be in French, it would be SA, Société Anonyme. Yeah. So it's a type of that's the type of company with shares, a shareholder company. So that means this wine, it belongs to the Swiss, and that's why people who bought it, it's right at the Swiss border. And this is why you got this on it, the Swiss cross. Hello, Swissy. Yeah, look. It's funny. It's for a coffee espresso. It's well, it's porcelain, but it has a it's being pressed inside here. And look at this here. see the square and compass here? The V is like the square, and in the R is the compass. And they had it made in France because it's cheaper. Yeah. Swiss, eh? Go drink your coffee and enjoy it while you still can.
Toujours de l'argent.
So here this logo, there's a circle for the compass and there's a square in it. So it says square and compass. And it is in red and white, the colors of the Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt and the Knights Templars. I'm sitting in a truck, so you know it's a bit bumpy. So it belongs to Pharaoh, as everything. Pharaoh, the concept of three, what do you know? They're really overdoing it, aren't they now, eh? This is why I spent the winter here, 21, 22. Pharaoh. So this castle is called the Hollandsburg here in France. It's a German name. It means the Highlander castle. The Highlander castle. So if you see any guys walking around in a skirt, you know why it's called the Highlander castle. So there are some more pharaohs. Was it there? Oh, I lost them. Oh, there it is. More pharaohs. And here is the Hollandsburg castle from the always 13th century. From far away I thought it was a prison, you know, with the guards here. It's all forest here. Pharaoh, you know. So here's the Black Forest here to the end. And this is Colmar. And here's the castle. So here's the name, Hollandsburg, the Highlander. Ho is high, and then land, castle. And here's their coat of arms. You know, of course, with the vertical rule and the horizontal rule. That's quite a big castle. Pharaoh here too. We couldn't get in, you know, you need a vaccination proof, like, which of course I don't. Ja. Willst du drauf? Pharaoh. Me, where are my sandals? Oh dear, no sandals, what's going on? Oh. Yeah, you know, here the Lions Club here. The lion is a symbol of the aristocracy, because all these orders, they come out of the aristocracy. Here it says Schweizer, means Swiss. It says the medieval garden. So here they come for a ritual, you know. They always do that in castles, it's just going on like this. Because all the spirits are here. Of course, without a green pass, and neither does the victim, the child, does have a green pass, you know. Because, well, the victim's future won't last much longer, so why bother? Yeah. Our masters, yeah, behind a big wall. So here's once more their logo. It looks like a rugby goal, you know, The ball, the Oval Office, you see? No, I was just joking. And here it says you need a green pass to get in here. You need a vaccination. Otherwise you can't see the pharaohs and whatever they've done, eh? And then it says, you know, welcome. And here it says, all the museums you need a pass, a green pass. Right? And the green pass, and like in Auschwitz, they were like the criminals, you know, they have a green triangle. That's why they took it like green, because we're all like in a big concentration camp, like, you know. Well, there's another castle. Are we going to have a look for you? Where's that? It is. There are three towers. The concept of three, you might say. So it's all forest here, very nice. This is the Rhine Valley with the black forest behind. Can't really see it, you know. I've got an old camera. My LCD screen it's gone. There's a nice lake there behind. Oh, I can't see that. Yeah, there it is. And here's the south wall of the castle here. I thought from long away, from far away, I thought it was a prison. You know, with the miradors here. Mirador, the outlook post. Yeah. This is Alsace, Alsatians. And there's Germany. There's Swaziland. Now look, here's the magician coming to the castle. Hello, anybody there? Yeah. And the Hollandsburg, the Highlander castle. There you go, nothing to see. Yeah, you can see again the concept of 3 and 4. There are 3 down, you know, and altogether it's 4. They always do it like this, you know. And this is like a tree. And of course this has been made, you know, you can swap your books here. You can take a book and put another one back, or just take it. And here it says, in French, it says, on the wings of knowledge, no, the wings of knowledge on the scum of the words. No, weird. There was Pharaoh. Pharaoh. Me. So you see, you know, it's everywhere. You know, you see here 3 pens, 3 pencils. One is higher for Seth, and the other ones are Isis and Horus. So that's the concept of 3, and which stands for the compass. And here is the square. It has 4 times a square in it. So all of them who are initiated, they read square and compass. And you see, the blue one is in the middle. It's always like this, you know. One is higher. That's Seth, the Lord of Darkness. And then you got Isis, the blue one, and the little one is Horus, the child, you know. So it says square and compass. And there you see the Templar's cross, but it's, I think it's just a shop, you know. It's just to attract some clients or tourists. Interesting village, eh? This here is from 1212, in the middle of the Crusades, and this is where they took the taxes were taken here, which I'll show you in a minute. It even says here. Here it says 1212, Cours d'Imière, la dîme Ein Zehntel in German, it means the 10th. It comes from dies, that means 10. Or so they took 1/10 of your salary or whatever, or in grain or in meat or in wine, for the aristocracy, for the nobility. And well, now it's about 50% in France, you know. They take more and more. Why? I mean, everything is there. The roads are there. That house is from 1600. Interesting. Interesting symbol. The roads are there, you know, and everything. The hospitals, the barracks. So actually, it should be only like 5%, you know, the taxes, and it's getting up because they have more and more descendants of the nobility. That's why it's so high. And in those days, it was only 10%. La dîme, la cour dîmière, to 1212. Now here it says Marbacher Hof. Marbach. It sounds like the Marburg virus. So apparently this is the coat of arms of the town. Some priest with a key and a book. And what's interesting is this here. You know, people, you would think this is interesting and this, the text here. No. Here, this is from the town. Why do they put the O like in another color and bigger, you know, to accentuate it? So it means a circle. It's not really a circle. Well, yeah, in the inside it has both. The outside is a circle and the inside is an oval, like the Oval Office. So, you know, it says the compass, because with a compass you can make a circle. So where's the square? Oh, look at that, there's the square. So it says square and compass. They always do this, you know. They always do that. There's some mountains. In this area I passed the winter. The winter 2021, 22. Homie Ross is still here. Look, here again. It says La Ronde de Giureh. This is a town next to where I've been all the time. And here's again the circle, and look at this here. The symbol of the pedophiles. It's everywhere. This is funny. Gasfrat. It sounds like my channel, Gatsefrat. Look at that. Apparently here, the Pope Leon, it means lion, the 9th, he was born here. Lieu de naissance, the Pope. What was that, in the year 720? I know, the church. Yeah. See if it's open. Old church, a chapel. A lot of Templars, stuff all over. Templars crosses all over. Oh, yeah. So it says here, it's interesting, so here was born the Alsatian Pope, the Holy Leon the 9th, and his real name was Bruno d'Egisheim. Bruno from Egisheim, the town I'm here. Fils du Comte, so he's the son of a count, Hugues IV, and Heilwige de Dabo. Heilwig. Heil, it means like Heil Hitler, yeah? And from 1026 to 1048, the Pope. So you see, it's all It's all the nobility, you know. The church is the nobility. It's all Pharaoh, I tell you. Everything is Pharaoh, nobility. That's why the presidents today, you know, they all bow for the Pope and kiss his hand, and you know, it's nobility. I mean, this is Pharaoh's priests. Yeah. It says again, in 1049 he became the Pope in Rome. Yeah, the son of a count. Well, it's always the same, eh, really. Here in French, it's always the same. Here in German, auf Deutsch. Ihr habt ja etwas auf Deutsch gefragt, da habt ihr es. It's the nobility, people, everything. Today's Pope is also part of the nobility. And another Pharaoh. It's all pharaonic religion anyway. With Jesus of the house of David, and there he is standing on top of the water. Probably octagonal as usual. Yes, it is. Of course it is. There he is, Pope Leon. Yeah, you know why lion? Because a lion is you know, it's the name of is a symbol of the nobility. That's why it's lion, Leon. That's why there's Corleone. It means the heart of a lion. You know, the mafia town, the lion heart. Yeah, because Richard Lionheart, he went into the Crusades from there. There was a bridgehead. Sicily was. Oh, everything is a lie, people. We're being lied to. That's all they can do. Lie.